Columbia University's School of Public Health.
You're listening to Open Line with Tami Heide.
This is Open Line. My name's Tami Heide, and my guest is Ana Fonseca. She's the CEO of Logix Federal Credit Union. Thanks for joining us, Ana, on Open Line. How are you today?
Hi, Tami. I'm doing great. Thanks for having me.
Well, you're very welcome. And we want to talk about helping people.
Yeah, we've been around since 1937, and it was founded by 12 employees of Lockheed Aircraft employees. And that was at the height of the Great Depression. Basically, to explain what a credit union is today, it's basically a cooperative banking structure, and that remains the core of our organization today. Although we've grown to have over 215,000 members, 18 branches, and we're $8 billion in assets. You asked what the difference between a credit union and a bank is. One of the primary differences is that we are member-owned. And so what that means is that the credit union is controlled by its members and it's operated on a not-for-profit basis. So as we all know, that banks, on the other hand, they are for-profit organizations and the profit goes to their shareholders. It's about providing financial value to our members. So when I mentioned that we're not-for-profit, basically our profits are returned to our members in the form of better rates on loans and deposits and much lower fees than most consumers can get at a bank. In fact, when members walk into our branch, any of our 18 branches, our employees typically know them by name. Our goal is to have members feel welcome, significant, and engaged whenever they come into a branch or when they call us. And when they call us, our phone lines are answered by real people. So it's not a recording. Within a matter of seconds, a real live person answers the phone and is immediately helping our member. So often new members are really surprised when they call our 800 number because they think they're going to get a recording. And then they're pleased when they get to speak to a live human who is knowledgeable and can help them.
And is a member of the community.
And is a member of the community, exactly.
Right. I'm wondering, Ana, if during this last year of the pandemic, the enduring pandemic, how has that maybe affected the credit union? How has it affected Logix? Have more people maybe been searching for this?
First, let me talk about how we were affected by the pandemic. I think no one knew this was coming in the manner that it affected us. And so immediately when the pandemic hit, we knew that the lockdowns and, the remote work and all of that was going to immediately impact the unemployment rate. So we knew that we'd be facing extremely high unemployment rates, and we knew that our members would be affected by that. And so one of the things that we did immediately is we communicated to members and let them know that if they needed help, that we were here to help them. So just to reach out to us and let us know. And so over a course of a few months, we were able to provide assistance to over 16,000 members. And that assistance was in the form of deferred loan payments. Mostly. And so what we primarily did is for anyone who had a mortgage, an auto loan, credit card, or any other type of loan, if they were unemployed or someone in their household was unemployed, they basically called us and we automatically just deferred their loan payments anywhere between 3 and 6 months. So that was very helpful. And out of those 16,000 members who reached out to us for help, at this point in time, we only have 1,000 of them that continue to need help, but we're still open to helping anyone who needs help. We know that by helping our members, first of all, it's the right thing to do. And we know that by helping our members protect their assets, it's ultimately going to protect our assets because by not helping them, we would take higher loan losses. In addition to taking the higher loan losses, we would cause more stress about the situation for our members, and that is not the right thing to do. We also waive fees for members as well, and so that was helpful for a period of time.
And you also have PPPs, the PPP loans. Talk to me about that.
Yeah, the PPP loans, that's a paycheck protection program that the government launched when the pandemic hit last year. And basically, it's a way to help the business owners continue operating their business and keeping their employees employed. And when the money is used for the purposes intended, the loan is forgiven. So we were actually able to help our business members who reached out to us for help obtain a PPP loan and help them so that they can keep their businesses open. So far, we have had the government forgive a decent amount of those loans, And now the government is offering a second round of PPP loans, and we are here again ready to help. And our staff is already receiving PPP applications. And so for anyone who lives in the communities we serve, which are in Ventura County and northern Los Angeles County, you can get more information by going to our website, which is lfcu.com. lfcu.com, as in Logix Federal Credit Union.com, or you can call us at 818-565-2470.
We're talking with Ana Fonseca. She's the CEO of Logix Federal Credit Union. You also very involved in the community, and I want to talk about the diversity, equity, and inclusion strategy that is important to Logix Federal Credit Union. So how does that work? What does that mean?
Our diversity, equity, and inclusion strategy is not new to the credit union. In fact, this is just in our DNA. Although it's not new, it is something that we're speaking about more openly these days because it's something I really want to showcase about us, and I want our employees to know and future employees to know that we are focused on giving them opportunities so that they can thrive. So I think that having a more formal strategy is also a good way to hold ourselves accountable, to make sure that we're sustaining a strong culture of diversity, equity, and inclusion. So during any given year, we have about 15% of our employee population that is participating in our tuition reimbursement program. So that's one aspect of our DEI strategy. We give everyone the opportunity to grow. And so I think that's really great. We also have a really good gender mix of employees. We have about 45% male and the rest female. Our employee ethnicity mix is really healthy too. We have 68% of our employees who are considered people of color, meaning they're Latino, Black, Asian, or other ethnicities. It's, we have a committee right now, a DEI strategy committee, since we're trying to formalize this, and they are coming up with all these great ideas for things that we can do just to communicate more to our employee base and to our members.
We're talking with Ana Fonseca. She's the CEO of Logix Federal Credit Union, and talking about how you help the community. You have this Community Stars program. So what is that about?
Yeah, it is very important to us to give back to the communities that we serve. So back in 2007, we created a robust nonprofit foundation called Community Stars. It was created by our employees, and we basically use the foundation to give back. So since 2007, we have donated $1.5 million to the areas that we serve in Los Angeles and Ventura counties. And most of those dollars are actually contributed by our employees from their paycheck. So we just automatically deduct from their paycheck. They let us know how much they want to donate, and then the credit union also matches. We partner with 4 nonprofit organizations: the Burbank Temporary Aid Center, Penny Lane Centers, the Circle of Hope, and For the Troops. So we cover, kind of a broad area there. Burbank Temporary Aid Center, they're based in Burbank, obviously, and they're a service that is designed to provide short-term help for people in need of emergency assistance with food, shelter, and other necessities in life. And I'll just mention a couple of these others. The Circle of Hope, they provide education and support services for uninsured and underinsured individuals who have breast cancer, cervical cancer, ovarian, prostate, testicular, and uterine or colon cancer. And they provide that service to families and to the community. Last year, our employees and the foundation helped raise $230,000. So we were able to donate just under $60,000 to each of these partners. And it really made a difference for them because, as you can imagine, because of the pandemic, their donations had dropped. And so we were just really happy to be part of that and to be able to help.
Other things that you do for the community, you have the Paying with a Purpose program. So maybe you could tell me about that too. Yeah.
So last year, we decided that we wanted to help the hospitals in the communities that we serve and also food banks. So we knew that, hospitals and food banks were having a tough time. Everybody was having a tough time. So one of the things that we did is we started a program where every single time one of our members swiped their debit or credit card, we set aside 2 cents for each of those transactions. We did this during the summer last year, June and August, and we were able to raise $20,000 for local food banks and $50,000 for 5 area hospitals that are in the communities that we serve. So that turned out to be really great. Our members were thrilled to make a difference. Our transaction volume increased. There was a lot of activity on social media, and it was just really great. Our members got really excited about helping hospitals and food banks.
Well, and that work needs to continue, too, because
absolutely,
we're not done with this. This COVID-19, this virus is not done with us, and it's mutating every day. So we need all the help we can get, and having informed people and people who are financially literate, it's important to get that education, and it sounds like Logix Federal Credit Union helps with that as well.
Absolutely. Financial wellness and literacy is very important to us. We offer seminars for folks. So an example of that would be for first-time home buyers. And so this helps people going through the home buying process for the first time understand how to navigate through that process. So it's not just the loan aspect of things, it's the entire process. Right now, because of the pandemic, we're doing these seminars virtually, and we actually plan to do even more this year. I hear from a lot of our members, by the way, and they write to me, they send me emails, or they call me, and they tell me their stories of how we've made a difference in their lives. For example, here's one story from one of our members. She was buying a home and she needed to close escrow in 21 days. So she submitted all her necessary paperwork, and our team was able to make that happen. It's kind of unheard of to close escrow in 21 days. So she wrote to me and let me know that she was a proud, Logix member, and we helped her through the process and helped her understand that whole process. We've also had a couple of members who reached out to me directly to let me know how an employee changed their life by helping them improve their credit score. And a member met with one of our branch managers about 3 years ago, actually, and his credit wasn't that great. And our branch manager spent a good amount of time with him, helping him understand how he can improve his credit score. And this member wrote to me and let me know that he was able to buy his first home because of that. So those are the types of things that our employees do, but we are putting a more significant focus on financial wellness because it's important for everybody. We know that the schools don't teach financial literacy as much as they used to once upon a time. And so we think it's important for us to be able to teach students and also teach adults so that they can manage their finances and just have better lives financially.
Maybe we have a reality TV show here. Escrow in 21 days or less. The challenge with Logix Federal Credit Union. Well, it's been a delight to talk with you. Thank you for letting us know all the stuff that Logix Federal Credit Union can offer to people, and especially during this time when we're faced with all these challenges, financial challenges and the pandemic challenges of, just getting along, just getting through the day and just surviving. So tell the website again where people can find out more about what Logix Federal Credit Union could offer them.
Absolutely. Thank you. The website is www.lfcu.com. So that's LFCU as in Logix Federal Credit Union.com.
Okay, great. Thank you again, Ana Fonseca, CEO of LFCU. I'm getting all fancy. Has been our guest, and we appreciate talking to you, and have an excellent rest of your day. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Tami.
Open Line with Tami Heide.
COVID is like